Well, with Halloween being really close at this point, why don't I make another spooky themed video about one of my favorite cartoons of all time? And basically, this video will be about me explaining to you guys what my spooky themed total drama challenge would be like for if I were to have my own total drama series with my own elimination order and my own cast and all that, which I have had in some ways before in the past, but that's a different story. I don't want to get too off topic with that story. But yeah, you know what I mean. For this would be a spooky theme challenge for if I were to have my own fan-made total drama series and it had a spooky theme challenge, or maybe like if I was a part of the team for the real total drama, and like let's say I was a writer for one of the episodes of this season of total drama, and I was in charge of like whatever challenge the contestants would do in this episode. Yeah, basically it's like that. So here's what my spooky theme challenge idea would be for total drama. Now, first off, I want to say that I would rather have this challenge idea be with individual contestants. You know, I would want this challenge to be done in an episode that takes place sometime after the teams for whatever season this is merge, because I feel that this is a challenge that would be done better and easier with individual contestants of total drama rather than teams. Although I still think this challenge idea could work really well with teams as well, but I still think it would work better and easier with individual contestants. So yeah, this would be like a post-merge episode where the remaining contestants of this season go inside of a big, scary haunted house. And I can imagine people asking, why exactly a haunted house? Well, basically, it's because like I love haunted houses. Like I really like the idea of characters from a series I love going inside of a scary or spooky or a haunted house. And yeah, I even did a skit about Goku, Vegeta, Gumball, and Darwin from Dragon Ball and Gumball going inside of a haunted house for the Halloween season over a couple of years ago, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, by the way. And yeah, I'll never forget how fun it was making that skit. And I also remember back in early October of 2016 when I was in the 6th grade, this was a bit before like my 12th birthday, and I went inside of a fake haunted house with some kids, and that was a pretty fun trip. Yeah, so yeah, I love haunted houses. So basically, the idea for this total drama challenge is that the remaining contestants go inside of this big, scary haunted house that is somewhere, like whether it be something they built in Camp Wawanakwa or in Pockettail Island, or maybe it's something that's in like some type of place they'd fly to for like a world tour like season or something, or maybe it'd be like something based off of like horror films for total drama action or something like that. But yeah, you get it. Basically, the remaining contestants go inside this big, scary haunted house that is full of spooky shit, as well as like some stuff inside of there that are references to stuff that happened earlier in total drama with other spooky theme challenges. Like let's say the escaped psycho killer with a chainsaw and a hook from episode 19 of Island is in there, as well as like maybe some like mutant creatures from Revenge of the Island. So yeah, basically this is like a really big, a really scary, spooky haunted house, and it's done with the remaining contestants, and it's basically whoever makes it inside of the haunted house, like whoever stays inside of this big, scary haunted house the longest without getting scared, wins immunity and avoids elimination for this episode. Leading, of course, to everyone else being on the chopping block and up for elimination for this episode. If it was like this with like, post-merge contestants going inside the haunted house, a big haunted house, a big, spooky, cool-looking haunted house with a bunch of scary shit in it, like, a bunch of ghosts and a bunch of maybe like goblins in there, as well as like references to other spooky theme challenges and total drama. And it's like a really, really scary haunted house that you'd have to stay in for like a long period of time. I guess depending on how frequently the other contestants get scared or like leave the haunted house. And yeah, whoever can make it in that haunted house the longest without getting scared wins immunity. What do you guys think about this total drama idea? Do you think it's a good one? Do you think it's a cool one? Do you think it's a cliche one? What do you guys think about this total drama idea of mine for if I were to have my own spooky theme challenge of total drama of all these contestants going inside the haunted house like this? And whoever survives the longest without leaving or getting scared wins immunity. What do you guys think about this whole drama spooky theme challenge idea? You can let me know in the comment section down below if you want. Or you guys can also let me know what your spooky theme challenge idea would be for total drama if you have one. And yet, if this was an actual challenge idea for total drama, I wouldn't be surprised if that episode ended up being like one of my top 10 favorite total drama episodes ever, because like I said before, I do really like haunted houses. I do like the idea of characters going inside of a haunted house. And of course, I do really like challenges as well, where it's like, the last person standing wins the game. I do really like that type of idea. That's part of why I like total drama so much. But yeah, guys, I don't really know what else there's to say. So yeah, bye everybody. Have a happy Halloween in a few days, and thanks for watching the vid.